Welcome to another episode of the B-Movie Bunker. Today we are looking at We Are the Night. This one, it was actually surprisingly not what I thought it was going to be. This one, it's a German film. It's about a trio of female vampires. I thought pretty much most films, female vampires, softcore porn. Generally what you're going to get out of it. I was pleasantly surprised because as much as I am a guy and I like the female form, I don't get off on watching the cheap Skinamax type crap. This one was a surprise. It made me very happy. The story, it's about this girl Lena. Lena's kind of this lost girl, confused. She's had her runs with the law. She runs into Louise, Charlotte, and Nora, this trio of female vampires, looking basically to expand their group. I thought the movie was very well done. I mean, there's a couple of the typical vampire film cliches. Gotta have the nightclub with people all dancing. That's like in almost every single vampire movie ever made, except for the ones from Hammer horror films. Aside from that, dubbing was terrible. I'll give it that. I can't blame the movie itself. Just whoever was in charge of dubbing should be smacked. What is it with these people? It's like they can't get a woman to the voice of a female character. They have to get someone who's pretending to be a woman. That's what it sounds like, because it's so terrible. But the film itself was actually really good. You can watch it and say, okay, this is a vampire movie with these three women. But there's more to it than that. It's the story of lost love and unrequited love as well. And it's not just that. It's this whole vampires are lonely and they're bored. And yes, you're immortal and you live forever and you'll stay young and beautiful forever, but everything becomes boring after a while. If you do the same thing for 200 years, it becomes trite. It's just dull. And there's that whole theme in this movie where it's obviously they need something, they need a change, they need something else, because this immortality is not all it's cracked up to be. So there's a lot going on in the movie. I would highly recommend this one. It was actually really, really good. You get this great kind of dark feel to Berlin, which is awesome. Which I know some people are like, well, Berlin, that's where the Nazis were from. Don't go there. Don't need to. Well done movie. Scale of 1 to 10. This is kind of like a lap dance, you know? It's like you're at a bachelor party, you've had a few beers, you're feeling good. There's this, at least through your beer goggles at least, there's this girl who looks pretty attractive, sitting on you, grinding on you, thinking, hey, this is kind of cool, but then, your braces go, yeah, but one, you got a girlfriend at home, or a wife, or whatever, who's be like, what the fuck are you doing? So now you start to worry. Then you're also thinking that, well, even if I didn't have a girlfriend, I ain't going anywhere. This is going nowhere. This is nothing. And you end up, at the end of it, a little bit let down, which I kind of was a little bit with this movie. But you still had a good time, because you were with your friends, you were having fun, you had some beers, but then you're also a little sad. And that's kind of how this movie leaves you. It leaves you kind of happy, kind of sad and empty. So, kind of in the mix there. So, I think that was good, because you got a good range of emotion from the film, which is the signs for me that's a good film, when it can touch you on some other levels than just the simple let blow shit up, which I like sometimes too. But that's all for this one. I will see you next time in the wasteland.